As we know, in Africa, there are an estimated 33 million smallholder farms, and the farmers that live on them contribute to 70% of the food supply. One of the missions of the Alliance for a Green Revolution in Africa is agriculture transformation with smallholder farms front and center. How does this organization achieve the goal from your experience?
AGRA actually partners with governments, private sector, and other development partners, investing in catalytic interventions that lead to systemic change in critical agricultural market systems in countries where they operate, and to see how they can package technology innovations that can actually boost farmers' productivity and actually develop the system entirely, not just looking at it from one point. It's end to end to see that the agricultural sector is actually grown and able to sustain itself. So that's the bigger picture that AGRA is looking at.
I want to touch upon the technology component of your work and the female representation in the agriculture sector. Could you tell me a little bit about of your personal experience? And have you seen the change of female representation because of technology?
The way the system, the way the current issues that we are looking at climate change and other externalities, external shocks and factors that actually affect productivity of farmers, it is expedient that we actually look into technologies and innovations that can actually support and cushion the effect and make farmers more resilient. Starting from seed. Seed for farmers is one of the very important components of production. And so we're working hand in hand with the private sector, the seed companies, the national governments, research institutes to see how we can come up with climate smart varieties that are flood tolerant, that are resistant to diseases, and also able to stand weather shocks, and then also looking at post-harvest technologies that can also support farmers in adding value to their product, even after harvesting. So across the chain, all those are happening. And when you come to areas of finance, mobile money is something that it's been promoted seriously now, so that even using your small phones that are a bit smart, you can actually sit in the corner of your rooms and you're able to, request for things. A sizable number of women actually participate in agricultural production. I see that AGRA is working so hard and so much that women are not marginalized in their intervention. And then they've come up with several initiatives that can actually help women in agribusiness be more productive, more efficient, and they're able to connect. The value for her platform is one. We have the African Women Award for young women in agribusiness. The Arise, that's having a women African resilience and leadership for agribusiness executives. All those things are put in place. Their platforms, their programs, the women to women supply program, just to see that on the continent, women have voices and women have access to productive resources that can make them contribute more to the economies of the different countries where they are represented.
I want to talk about the Africa Food Trade and Resilience Initiative. The goal of this initiative is to address food shortage through regional food production and boosting the trade volume within the continent. Can you tell me more about this?
Yes, so the regional food trade is actually an instrument that is supposed to help for us to have good information. Data is very important for decision making. If you do not have accurate data, you cannot make decisions for the food system as a whole. So AGRA is working in this front to see how we can, it started actually collating data and then analyzing it, to share market information, trade information across international, national, and regional, space, so that we are able to know exactly what's happening across the space, and then they are able to, government can make decisions, can make policies that can actually facilitate, having quality food from one section, one part of the country to another. And then we are developing the food systems in a way that is catalytic and it's more efficient. That yes, what is not available in Nigeria, we can get it from Mali. What is not available in Kenya, you can actually, through information that is actually robust, you are able to get it in another part. So this is actually what we're doing, working from the farmer level up to the institutional level.